So, Microsoft Fluid Framework is something Microsoft has been planning to release for some time now. This year's Build 2020 was kicked off by Satya Nadella, and through his opening remarks shared how they want to develop the Office productivity platform. So you're probably wondering, what is Fluid Framework? So this actually has been teased for a little bit of time now. Back in Build 2019, May last year, Fluid Framework was actually debuted, and it is finally coming to Office.com as a preview this week and Outlook for Web. Now, back in last year's Build event, they actually previewed how this would work, and they actually demonstrated two active uses for it. The first was including a live translation inside of Microsoft Word for every participant that was inside of the document. And the second example was the ability to share real-time tables directly within Microsoft Teams chat feature, and for people to actually interact with those tables in real time. Now, Microsoft actually showed this running inside of Chromium, Edge and Chrome, Edge and Firefox as well, and it definitely teased an exciting future for office productivity in general. Now, to make it simple to understand, Fluid is essentially a way to create collaborative tables, documents and sheets that move between applications, whether you're using or chatting in Microsoft Teams or inside of an existing email thread. Essentially, this is going to be a framework that connects the existing suite together. Now, in an interview with The Verge, head of Microsoft 365 Jared Spataro actually describes this much better than I can, stating, imagine you could take those Lego pieces and put them in any place you wanted, in emails, in chat, in other applications. As people work on them, they will always be updated and contain the latest information. Now, it's well worth reading the Verge article on this, actually some really interesting insights and a bit more of an in-depth interview, but that article actually mentions that this is Google Documents on steroids. And a lot of other places have been mentioning that this is now the future of Office documents. Now, looking at Fluid is like seeing these embeddable components that can be edited in real time and used in lots of different environments, making it most likely the future of Office itself. Spataro in that interview continues by describing it a little bit further. Unlike a document, I like to think of Fluid component as a little atomic unit of productivity. That Fluid component is rendered entirely inline in an experience in which it's embedded. Now, apparently this has got a gradual rollout and is planned to appear across various Microsoft Office apps into the next year, and eventually third-party rollouts as well. You can actually check out the preview of this right now. If you go to fluid.microsoft.com and sign in, you can actually play around with it. Now, Microsoft are actually aiming for this experience to be fast, useful for saving time, and pretty impressive. John Friedman, the corporate vice president of design and research at Microsoft, described this as a lot of what's gone into Fluid is the concept of being freaky fast. It's truly real time for 5, 10, 15 or 100 people to do things at the same time. So Microsoft Fluid is a little bit of a hint of where Office could be going, and this is quite interesting because is Microsoft taking on Coda here? Are they actually looking to leapfrog with this technology so that this allows people to get straight into a piece of work rather than opening a document itself? And how does Fluid aim to roll this out as well? This sort of reminds me of the concept that Google released a while ago about making these super fast loadable apps that actually skip past an app store entirely so that you can just load them up and start using them. So folks, do check out all the links in the description. Hopefully this is a nice overview to Fluid Framework, and I would love for you guys to have a little bit of a conversation in the comments below, so feel free to share some of your opinions. Anyway guys, if you're new here, please do subscribe to the Keep Productive YouTube channel. We do plenty of features like this and would love to have you over here to talk through productivity software. So folks, thank you very much, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Cheers everyone, bye.